Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records, and one review last night's Wilco show in Chesterfield, Missouri, which is outside of St. Louis at the Factory. It was awesome as usual. This is my sixth Wilco show over the last 20 plus years, starting back in '04. And I realized 6 different venues in St. Louis. Pageant, the Fox, Riverport, St. Louis Music Park, Stiefel, and now the Factory. And they were, again, just great. Lots of celebrities in the house last night. Danny and Maddie Hawk from Nighthawk. J-Rock, LOI's guitar player. Dorian, one of the great drummers. We went together. His first Wilco show. Rustwood Revival manager and music lover Sarah was in the house. Gilly and his beautiful wife Ingrid in the house. Let's get into the set list. My reviews are long and kind of detailed sometimes, so hopefully not too long and boring for you. Thanks for recent subscribers. We only talk about great music every day here on Intersection Records, and great last night was. They opened up with Story to Tell. I've been through hell. On my way to hell, I only fought with myself, so I'd have a story to tell. Jeff Tweedy, leader of the band, founding member, always does have a story to tell in the way that he crafts a lyric and phrases a lyric. From the brilliant double album Cruel Country, that song's from. He has a elegant somberness and a fragile, endearing confidence. He's definitely confidence, but there's this vulnerability that I think does make him endearing. He's on acoustic. Nels Klein's on lap steel. Handshake Drugs is next. They played 4 songs off of Ghost is Born. The crowd was kind of quiet, and Tweedy actually said, we've played Japan before, where they have notoriously pin-dropping quiet crowds. The crowd at the Factory last night was quiet at first, but we certainly did get rowdy. Art of Most was next. Not as familiar of a song for me. The band shows off their textures. They're like a beautiful woman that doesn't know that she's beautiful, if that makes sense. Nobody overplays. We have 6 members in the band, all painting on a beautiful canvas. Founding member John Surratt kind of sets the pace on this song with Michael Jorgensen manipulating sounds with synths. Stunning. If I Ever Was a Child was next. Again, Jeff's on acoustic guitar. This is off their 2016 album Schmilko. Tweedy has a way of making you feel his life. Feel his pain. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I love Wilco. It takes you with him on a journey like the great singer-songwriters do. You immediately pick up on their energy and go with it for the night. Cruel Country was next. I love my country like a little boy, red, white, and blue, Jeff says. This is country music on this album, especially. Of course, he's the founding member of Uncle Tupelo, and the alt country thing gets thrown around, but Wilco at times is straight country with all kinds of other elements that we'll get into. Nels is playing the steel guitar. He played a lot of steel last night, or steel-like. Sounds like Sweethearts of the Rodeo, if you know Graham Parsons and the Byrds. All you can do is sing in the choir with me, he says. Forget the Flowers is next. Keeps that country feel. This is off of 1996, Being There. Steel guitar. God, steel guitar is becoming one of my favorite instruments. Check out Chris Scruggs from Marty Stewart and his fabulous superlatives. Check out Chris Scruggs. Totally unrelated topic, but check his steel playing out. Awesome steel player. Evicted is next off of the Cousins album, their most recent album. I can take a joke, but my clothes are all soaked. It's too late to be unclear. I'd laugh until I die if it wasn't my life. if it wasn't me in the mirror. Am I ever gonna see you again? You know, again, he has quirky lyrics, and they're unpredictable lyrics. He never falls into cliches on his lyrics. And again, that's what makes it interesting for, I think, all of us fans, and for me. Evicted is just a great song. Love it. I'm evicted from your heart and I deserve it. I'm always in love. Again, just incredible songwriting. I hear the influence of the band Big Star, a Memphis band back from the early 70s. Founding drummer from Big Star has played in the past with Wilco and guested in Memphis shows. So there's definitely, you hear some Big Star in their music. Kind of power pop in this case. So we've gone from country now to power pop. And then Bird Without a Tail, Base of My Skull is next. The crowd's warmed up. We're entering into Wilco heaven at this point. Niles and Pat Sansone are kind of dueling on guitars. You get into some Allman Brothers-esque type of world. I hate to compare Wilco to other bands, but you do hear influences. Like all bands have influences, but they have their own sound too. And the melding of all these influences is what makes up any band. Hesitating Beauty is next. This is off the Wilco, Billy Bragg and Wilco album. Words from 1949 by Woody Guthrie. Music from 1997 by Jeff Tweedy. Makes this a beautiful, beautiful song off Mermaid Avenue album, Billy Bragg and Wilco. Hummingbird is next. I can see my buddy Mike Sitchy definitely playing this one on piano. Again, a song from Ghost is Born. John Lennon would have loved Jeff, is what I was thinking when that song was going, because it has some Beatles stuff going on. It has that influence maybe of John Lennon. Via Chicago is next. Is it the best song off of Summer Teeth? Is Summer Teeth their best album, as my buddy AW would suggest? Or as my buddy J-Rock might suggest, maybe it's their worst album? Put in description where you think Summer Teeth lands for you as far as their material. J-Rock said, I bet Aaron's favorite candy is black licorice. That was how he described AW's or Aaron's view on Summer Teeth. I thought that was funny. Glenn Kachi on drums is taking these leads during the song. So this Via Chicago is a country rock song, but he's taking these avant-garde leads throughout the song and then settling back into the pace of the country and then taking these leads, drumming leads through a song. It was bizarre to where it almost doesn't work, but it does work, and it just shows you their humor and musicality. Quiet Amplifier is next, off their 2019 album Ode to Joy. He sings his feelings. Jeff Tweedy sings his feelings. It's very autobiographical. His lyrics are the thoughts that we all have that we can't put into words. He's able to put those thoughts that we can't think of in words into his lyrics, and that's what we like, or what I like about Jeff Tweedy. Either Way was next. Maybe the sun will shine today. The clouds will blow away. Maybe I won't feel so afraid, he says in this song off of 2007's Sky Blue Sky, which is one of my favorite albums. It's Nels Cline's first album. Just a beautiful version with languid and dreamy leads from the great Nels Cline, who's 69 years old. He sure doesn't look 69. Everything has its plan either way. It's Just That Simple is next. This is a John Surratt song. He takes lead vocals and Tweedy's guitar. Tweedy takes John's bass. And John gets to sing a song that really worked at that moment in the show. This show is, this first set's shaping up just as killer at this point. Just a gorgeous song. And then they finish that first set with California Stars, another Billy Bragg and Wilco song. I love the Nighthawk version. and the LOI version. We play that song, and we love that song. Again, this is already a special night. We're just through set one. We take a break. We're all kind of just beaming with joy from how great of a set that was. They opened up the second set with The Late Greats, back to the Ghost album. Now Jeff's got his SG kind of like my SG, and but cooler because it's Jeff's and it's old and vintage. Neil Young is smiling somewhere. Man, I'm just thinking how much I love this band. Theologians is next. A nice solo again by Nels. I'm going away. Where you will look for me. Where I'm going, you cannot come. No one's ever going to take my life from me. I lay it down. A ghost is born. A ghost is born. A ghost is born. Theologians, just an awesome song. Side with the Seeds is next, and it's this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde approach that Wilco has too. We start off with a singer-songwriter piano piece, and then it explodes into this bold and daunting progressive rock thing, light and shade, soft and hard. I mean, you get a little bit of everything in that Wilco song. A great example of Tweedy writing with Michael Jorgensen. Box Full of Letters is next. And I'm thinking to myself, Alex Chilton, lead singer of the Box Tops. What's the Box Tops' biggest hits? The Letter. Alex Chilton founds Big Star. Box Full of Letter has to be a correlation. Or is it a coincidence? Or am I just crazy? God, they have to be Big Star fans. Check out a Big Star's album, #1 record from 1972. The Box Tops, Big Star's, the theme song for that 70s show is a Big Star song. Hanging out, right? Pretty good year 1972 was also. Just a fantastic version of Box Full of Letters. Annihilation's next. What album is that off of? Is that off of outtakes from Ghost? Is it some EP? I'm not familiar, but really, somebody let me know in the comments where Annihilation is off of. Sunken Treasure is next. I Am So Out of Tune with You. Just beautiful writing, beautiful metaphors. Jesus, etc. is next. Tweedy co-writes with the great Jay Bennett, rest in peace. First of 3 songs off of Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. Just so good. So classic, Wilco. You were right about the stars. Impossible Germany's next. So we're getting this banger after banger. How could they not play that? Just a classic. It never gets old. Nels Cline's tone never gets old. And you're anticipating the ending where he takes that kind of strange guitar solo and then it evens out into this, again, a kind of Allman Brothers-y thing. And there's interplay with Tweedy and Pat. Just an incredible version of one of my favorite songs. Well, Walkin' is next. More Sky Blue Sky. Deeper track. This just is a great version of it. Falling Apart Right Now is next. He dedicated it to his aunt. I love the song Falling Apart Right Now. Country rocker, kind of drenched in reverb with some honky tonk. The concept is, I'm falling apart right now, so don't you act like you're falling apart. It's my time to fall apart. Give me my moment and don't take that away. Again, dedicating it to his aunt, who seemingly had a huge influence on his life. Heavy Metal Drummers now, dedicated to Jeff's hometown, which is outside of St. Louis, called Belleville, Illinois, not far from the Arch in downtown St. Louis. He asked about the landing in St. Louis, and if it was still a thing. I hope it is. Just a classic song off of Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. Again, I miss the innocence I've known. Playing Kiss covers, beautiful and stoned, right? I'm the Man Who Loves You is next. Another one off of Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. In fact, it's the next song on the album. They then go off for encore. I Got You at the End of the Century is next. They didn't play Red Eyed and Blue piano intro that Mike would have liked, but they did play an awesome version of I Got You. Our band plays it. It's an awesome song. It's You. Oh, just a great way the vocals set up with the guitars and the leads and the little middle eighth section that descends. Again, a shout out to Dorian's first show. And, you know, what a great show to see, and to see some of the songs that he's played with us in bands, and to really kind of get just one of the great Wilco shows I've ever seen. And then to close out with Casino Queen, that I think he dedicated to his dad. The Casino Queen is right over the bridge from St. Louis into East St. Louis. I saw Blue Oyster Cult there one time with Rudy Sarzo was on bass at the time. My buddy Billy and I saw that at the Casino Queen. Just another amazing version, another amazing night of music with friends. And I want to thank all my friends who've turned me onto this music over the years. And thanks for recent subscribers and watching my channel. Again, we only talk about great music here every day on Intersection Records. That was an awesome Wilco show. Peace out. See ya.